Okay guys, I hope you've got your guitar because today we're going to be unlocking the fretboard. Alright, this was a huge aha moment for me. So I'm just going to get right into it. No fancy introduction today. Get your guitar and let's do this. Alright, this is good stuff. Alright, this again is maybe the biggest thing that I discovered, for lack of better words, in my guitar journey. Alright, and that is how to mix chords and scales. Alright, and once you can learn to do this, the whole fretboard opens up. Everything you see your favourite guitar players doing, being able to play cool progressions up and down the fretboard, whilst playing licks and melodies and making everything sound so much better. This is what they're doing, right? So make sure you've got your guitar and let's fire right into it, alright? So today we're going to have a little cool chord progression with two chords, and we're going to be studying the E chord shape here, right? So when you've got an E chord, what you want to be doing, and the notes you want to be visualizing, is the E major pentatonic scale. So I want you to do this little run with me, right? And then we're going to turn it into a cool lick. Alright, so we've got 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. Alright, on the D. We can slide up to that. And then we've got 4, 6 on the G. Alright? And then we've got 5 on the B. And that is where we're going to stop, right? Now I want you to take note of this part here, right? Look at this little shape here. Right? If I take this finger off, I've got a little double stop here, right? With these two notes from the scale. And if I hammer on with my third finger, I've got a cool double stop that we're going to use for our lick. Alright? Okay, so this is what I want us to do now. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 4. And then I want you to bring your middle finger down to 5, keep your first finger on 4, and then hammer on from 4 to 6, and then back. And again, this is something you'll see a lot of famous players doing, this little technique, this little double stop here. But you need to understand where that's coming from. Once you understand that it's coming from that scale, you can then move it around and do your own stuff with it. Alright, so again, one more time. Alright, so let's turn that into something a little bit more musical now, right? So we're going to take the E chord, and we're just going to strum it. And do this, alright? So just taking that run and then creating something a little bit more musical with it. So I'll walk you through exactly what I did there. And I've got the E chord, just got the bass note and then a little strum down on it, right? And what I'm also doing is I'm palm muting here with the strings here just behind the sound tool. So I'm not getting... Sometimes it can be a bit harsh if you play everything like that, alright? So I like to palm mute a little bit. And then slide my third finger from 2 to 4 in the E, 2 in the A, and then back to 4 in the E. E for egg, alright? And then 2 to 4 in the A, 2 in the D, then back to 4 in the A. So basically the same lick but down a string. So. And then. Okay. So what I do now is the third part, slide from 2 to 4 again on the A, back to 2 on the D. Then at this time I'm sliding from 4 to 6 in the D, 4, 6 in the G, so just climbing up that scale, and then the double stop. And then I'm landing on 6 on the D. Alright, so again, from the top. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to climb into the A chord, and how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to slide my third finger to 7 there on the G, and then make this shape here, right, which is an A triad of the E shape. A, now that's very important, right? So basically, if I play this bar chord here, I know some of you won't be able to play bar chords, but this is the E shape, right? This is using the caged system. And if you want to know more about the caged system, check out my courses. They're all 70% off right now in the description. And you get leads, blues, everything like that as well. But anyways, you can check that out below if you want to know more about this stuff, more in depth and more structured. But basically, when you're using the cage system and you move shapes around, you're also moving the exact same scale around. And if I take the 3 notes from the D, G, and B out of this shape, I would have this, which would be 5, 6, and 7 from the B string. 5, 6, 7, okay? And we can also play every string here because we get the A note and the E note, which is in the A chord anyway, alright? Okay, so let's a little recap climbing into that chord, because all we're going to do is replicate the exact same lick, but at this stage in the fretboard. Okay, so we've got this. So I'm going to slide up and then strum and then alright, and what I want you to really dig in here, right, is I'm playing the exact same thing. Alright, and I can do that because I'm using the same shape. Alright, but this time I'm effectively using the A major pentatonic, E major pentatonic, A major pentatonic. Alright, and for me that was a huge aha moment. Maybe for you it's not, but, you know, hopefully it is. Anyways, I'll just repeat the lick, right? So just think about moving everything up to here. So this time we're starting on the 7th fret. Alright, 7 to 9, back to 7 on the A, back to 9 on the E, right? And then 7 to 9 on the A, 7 on the D, and then 9 on the A. And then 9 on the A, 7 on the D, and then slide up. Again, climbing up that scale. Exactly the same, right? So 7, 9, 11, 9, 11, and then double stop here. This time it's 9, 10 on the G and B, and then 11. Oh, sorry, 9 and 11, 9, 10, and then hammering on 11, and then 11 on the D. All right, now I'm kind of skimming past this part because it is the same lick. You just need to move everything up, alright? And the cool thing is, once you develop muscle memory for one lick, you can do it for that as well. Alright? So, yeah. That's it. And just keep on practicing that. So this is a chord progression, but effectively what I want you to do with this is to build muscle memory with that little scale, and there's lots of different options. Experiment with it, make it your own. Try it in different chord progressions. Try it with a G. Try it with different chords. Try it with a C. A C's here. Alright, so it just means that once you build one shape, and you build the muscle memory, and I like to take a scale and build a lick like that out of it. Once you do that with all the shapes, that's, before you know it, you can just do it everywhere. So, anyways, I hope I did a good job explaining that. I feel like I've rambled a little bit with this one, but let me know in the comments if you enjoyed that. And yeah, again, if you want more in-depth stuff about this, there's my courses. I've also got a couple of spaces for private coaching as well. You can apply for that too. Alright guys, take it easy. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.